The in-laws who ruined her life, until she learned the truth. 1. The beginning of the end. If you had told 19-year-old Meera Banerjee that her greatest heartbreak wouldn't come from a lover, but from the family she married into, she would have laughed. But life wasn't kind in the ways she expected. The day she married Arjun Mehra, she believed she was walking into a forever filled with warmth. His smile had always been soothing, his touch gentle, his promises soft but sincere. And his parents, the illustrious, dignified, painfully elegant Mehra family, had seemed distant but polite. In truth, Meera had stepped into a world she never belonged in. She came from a modest middle-class household. Her father worked in a post office until illness forced early retirement. Her mother stitched clothes for neighbors. They owned no gold except for the tiny pair of earrings her grandmother had gifted her at birth. But Arjun never cared. "We'll build our life together," he had told her, brushing away her concerns. "My family will love you once they know you. And even if they don't, you'll always have me." Meera believed him. But the first cracks began appearing on their wedding night, long before she learned the truth that would shatter her reality. Long before she learned that the people she thought ruined her life were never her enemies at all. 2. The Mehra Mansion. The Mehra Mansion was a palace of cold marble. Even the air felt expensive. Meera walked inside with her small suitcase, still wearing her red wedding lehenga. Her mother-in-law didn't greet her with a smile. Instead, she gave a tight nod. "So," Mrs. Mehra said, looking Meera from head to toe, "this is the girl." Her father-in-law adjusted his spectacles and gave a small hum of approval. "She's simple." Simple. That was the first word the Mehra family used to label her. A word that would follow her for years. Meera tried not to let the comment sting. She touched their feet, performed the customs, smiled through her nervousness, and followed Arjun to their room. He held her face gently. "I'm sorry about them," he whispered. "Don't worry. I'll handle everything." He kissed her forehead. For a moment, Meera believed things would be fine. For a moment. 3. The first wound. The next morning, Meera woke early. She wanted to make a good impression, so she prepared tea the way her mother had taught her. She carried the tray to the dining table where the Mehra family sat. Her father-in-law looked up. "You don't have to do this," he said. "We have staff." Meera smiled nervously. "I wanted to help." Mrs. Mehra took a sip, and then she set the cup down sharply. "It's too sweet." Meera froze. "Oh, I'm sorry." "You should have asked how we take it," Mrs. Mehra said tersely. "In this house, we do things a certain way." That day, Meera made 10 cups of tea, adjusting the sugar, the milk, the temperature. But nothing satisfied them. At night, she cried into Arjun's chest. "Why are they so cold to me?" she whispered. Arjun stroked her hair. "They're just adjusting. Give them time." But time didn't soften them. Time sharpened them. 4. The silent distance. Months passed. Meera tried everything. She learned their routines, their preferences. She dressed the way they liked, spoke softly, stayed out of the way. But nothing changed. Her mother-in-law criticized everything she did. Her father-in-law rarely spoke to her. When guests came over, Meera was introduced as Arjun's wife, never our daughter-in-law. In every family picture, they asked her to stand at the edge, almost out of frame. She became a ghost in her own house. Arjun tried to comfort her, but he changed too. He stayed out longer, worked late hours, slept earlier. Sometimes Meera felt he avoided her. The happiest moment in those early years came when she discovered she was pregnant. Arjun looked genuinely excited. "We'll be parents," he whispered, holding her face. But when they told his parents, the reaction was nothing like what Meera hoped. Mrs. Mehra simply said, "You're too young." Mr. Mehra muttered, "We have responsibilities. This is sudden." Not once did they congratulate her. Not once did they smile. Meera retreated deeper into herself. 5. The tragedy. At 3 months, Meera collapsed while climbing the stairs. She woke in a hospital bed. Arjun sat beside her, face pale. "You lost the baby," he whispered. Her world shattered. Her heart screamed. Her soul cracked. But what broke her beyond recovery was what she heard when she woke from a half-sedated haze. Mrs. Mera's voice, sharp and irritated. "This is why I told Arjun she wasn't ready. If she can't even take care of herself, how can she take care of a child? She needs to reduce her emotional drama," Mr. Mera added. "Arjun's work can't suffer because of her." Mira turned her face away and silently cried. She felt like she was sinking into darkness. 6. The years of loneliness. The years blurred into routine misery. Mira tried again and again to rebuild her life. She enrolled in an online course in baking. It brought her a little joy. But when she suggested starting a small home bakery, her mother-in-law shut her down. "Mera, women don't sell pastries," she said crisply. "It's undignified." Arjun didn't say anything, and that silence hurt more than any insult. Every dream she shared was dismissed. Every effort she made was criticized. Every smile she forced went unnoticed. Her life became a series of swallowed tears. But then, everything changed. In the most unexpected way. 7. The letter that destroyed everything. One morning, Mira found a letter slipped under her bedroom door. She assumed it was from Arjun. But when she opened it, her blood ran cold. It was written in a female hand, neat and elegant. "Your husband is cheating on you." Myra's heart stopped. The letter continued. "He has been with another woman for months. They meet in hotels. He will never leave her. You should leave before he does." There was no signature. No evidence. Just a blow powerful enough to break her completely. Her hands trembled. Tears blurred her vision. She confronted Arjun that evening. He laughed. "Mira, what is this nonsense? Who wrote it?" "How would I know?" she whispered, voice breaking. "Is it true?" He stepped closer. "Of course not." But his eyes flickered. Just once. Just enough to plant doubt. She held the letter out to him. He read it silently. Then he tore it up. "Mira," he said, frustrated, "you trust random letters over your husband?" "I don't know what to trust anymore." He sighed heavily. "Please don't create unnecessary drama." He walked away. He didn't hug her. He didn't reassure her. He didn't try to comfort her. Mira sat down on the bed and cried until her throat burned. 8. Broken marriage. The letter changed everything. Every night Arjun came home late, Mira wondered if the letter was true. Every time his phone buzzed, her heart clenched. Every unexplained meeting, every vague excuse, every distracted moment strengthened the fear in her chest. Their marriage became a quiet war of suspicion. One night, she tried again. "Arjun," she whispered, "do you still love me?" He didn't even look up from his laptop. "Don't start. I'm tired, Mira. Can we not do this?" The words sliced through her. The next day, she overheard Mrs. Mera telling a relative, "They're having issues. These things happen when you marry beneath your status." Beneath. The word echoed endlessly. Mira began to believe she truly was the problem. Until the day everything spiraled into chaos. 9. The accident. It happened on a Saturday. Mira had gone to the local market alone. She didn't tell anyone. She didn't want another argument. She was crossing the road when a speeding car came out of nowhere. People screamed. She fell. Her head hit the pavement. And then, darkness. When she opened her eyes, she was in a hospital room again. Her body hurt everywhere. Her vision was blurry. But through the haze, she saw Arjun's face. Pale, terrified, shattered. "Mira," he whispered, choking. "Oh, God. Mira." He grabbed her hand. "I thought I was going to lose you." She stared at him, confused. Why did he look like he had been crying? Why did he look broken? She tried to speak, but her throat was dry. "Water," she whispered. He rushed to give her water, holding the glass with trembling hands. Her heart softened for the first time in years. But then the door opened, and her mother-in-law walked in. Her expression wasn't anger or irritation. It was pure panic. "Oh, my child," she cried, rushing to Myra's side. "Thank God you are alive." Mira blinked in disbelief. Her mother-in-law had never hugged her before. Now she was holding her like a mother holds her own daughter. Something was wrong. Very wrong. 10. The truth begins to surface. Mira spent a week recovering. And in those 7 days, something strange happened. Her in-laws changed. Dramatically. Mrs. Mara brought her home-cooked soup. Mr. Mara sat beside her quietly, reading her favorite books aloud. Arjun refused to leave her side. It felt unreal, like she had stepped into an alternate universe. One evening, when the others had left, Arjun sat down beside her. He looked exhausted, haunted. "Mira," he said softly, "there are things you don't know." Her heartbeat quickened. "What things?" He hesitated, opened his mouth, closed it again. Finally, he whispered, "You deserve to know the truth. Everything." Her breath caught, because in that moment, she realized the truth wasn't going to ruin her. It was going to ruin everything she thought she knew. 11. The conspiracy. Arjun looked at the floor. "You remember the letter?" he asked quietly. Her throat tightened. "Yes. It was fake. I assumed so." "No," he clarified. "I mean someone intentionally wrote it to destroy our marriage." Mira felt a chill run down her body. "Who?" she whispered. Arjun hesitated. Then he finally said the name. "Your sister." Mira froze. Her mind blanked. The room seemed to tilt. "Sneha?" she whispered in disbelief. "Why would she?" Arjun's jaw clenched. "Because she hates you. Because she wanted to marry into our family herself. And because when I chose you, not her, she decided if she couldn't have this life, neither should you." Mira felt the ground disappear under her. Sneha. Her older sister. Her role model. Her closest friend. The one who helped Mira shop for her wedding clothes. The one who hugged her when she had her miscarriage. The one who visited every festival. The one she trusted more than anyone in the world. "No," Mira whispered, shaking her head. "She wouldn't. She's my sister." Arjun swallowed. "She sent emails to my parents pretending to be you. Complaining about them. Insulting them." Myra's heart pounded painfully. "She told them you called them cold and old-fashioned. She even used your old nickname to make it sound real." Myra's eyes widened. Cuckoo. The childhood nickname she had abandoned long ago. Only Sneha still used it. Arjun continued, voice breaking. "She told my parents you resented moving here. She told them you were planning to force me to move out. She told them that you blamed them for the miscarriage." Myra's breath caught in her throat. "That's why they treated me that way," she whispered, tears streaming down her face. "They thought I hated them?" "Yes." "And the letter?" "She wrote it." Mira covered her face with trembling hands. Her entire world spun. Her sister, her own sister, had meticulously sabotaged her life. Her marriage, her relationship with her in-laws, her happiness, everything. But the story wasn't over, because the most heartbreaking truth was yet to come. 12. The final revelation. The next day, Mira confronted her family. She went to her childhood home, still bandaged, still bruised. Her parents were shocked to see her. "Mira, why aren't you resting?" her mother cried. "You should be in bed." But Mira looked around. "Where is she?" she asked softly. Her father hesitated. "Sneha went out." "No," Mira said calmly. "She's here. She always hides when she's guilty." Her mother flinched. A door creaked. Sneha stepped out of the bedroom. She looked tired, nervous, but not remorseful. Not at all. "Mira," she said, "what are you doing here?" Mira stared at her sister, the person she had loved unconditionally for 24 years. "Why?" Mira whispered. "Why did you ruin my life?" Sneha blinked. Then she smiled. A small, twisted smile that Mira had never seen before. "I didn't ruin your life," she said calmly. "I restored balance." Mira felt her stomach drop. "What?" Sneha stepped closer. Her expression was eerie in its emotionlessness. "You were always the lucky one, Mira. Always the loved one. Even though you were average, average in studies, average in looks, average in talent, you got everything without trying. And me? I worked for everything. I sacrificed for the family. Yet you got the perfect husband. The rich in-laws. The status. The life. That's not true. Oh, it is, Sneha said sharply. I was supposed to marry Arjun. Mira felt the blood drain from her face. What? Our families were discussing it, Sneha said, her voice venomous. I knew about him before you even met him. I planned it. I wanted it. Mira stumbled back. But when he visited, he looked at me once. And you 5 times. And then he chose you. Sneha's voice cracked slightly. He rejected me. Mira choked on her tears. Sneha, you could have told me. We could have talked.
No, Sneha snapped.
I decided you didn't deserve that life. So yes. I wrote the emails. I wrote the letter. I made sure his parents hated you. I made sure your marriage cracked. Mira gasped, heart shattering anew. And the miscarriage, she whispered. Sneha paused. For the first time, guilt flickered in her eyes. I didn't mean for that to happen, she whispered. I swear I didn't. What did you do? Mira whispered, horrified. Sneha looked away. I told you to take those herbal pills for energy during pregnancy. I didn't know they were unsafe.
I swear.
I just wanted you weak, not... Mira couldn't breathe. Her knees buckled. Her mother screamed. Her father grabbed Sneha's arm, furious. You killed your sister's baby? You destroyed her life. Sneha pulled her arm away. I didn't kill anyone. And don't pretend you love her more than me. Mira felt the room closing in. She couldn't stay another second. She walked out, sobbing. And she didn't look back. 13. The healing. Her in-laws welcomed her back with open arms. Her mother-in-law held her tightly. We are so sorry, she whispered, tears in her eyes. We believed the wrong person. We failed you. Her father-in-law placed a gentle hand on Myra's head. You were always our daughter. We just didn't see the truth. Mira cried into their arms. For the first time, she felt truly accepted. Arjun held her that night. I tried to tell them earlier, he said. But I needed proof. And Sneha covered her tracks well. After your accident, I hired someone to investigate. That's how I found the emails. Mira nodded weakly. I don't know if I can forgive her. You don't have to, Arjun whispered. She doesn't deserve forgiveness. They stayed like that for a long time. For the first time in years, Mira felt safe. Truly, deeply safe. 14. The rebirth. Life didn't magically fix itself, but it slowly mended. Mira started her bakery. Her mother-in-law became her biggest supporter. Her father-in-law invested in her business. Arjun rebuilt their marriage brick by brick, patiently, lovingly. They went to therapy. They traveled. They talked. They cried. They healed. 2 years later, Mira gave birth to a daughter. She named her Asha, meaning hope, because that's what had saved her. Not revenge, not anger, but hope. Months later, she received a letter. From prison. Sneha had been arrested for forging bank documents in another scheme. Her darkness had finally caught up to her. The letter simply said,
I'm sorry.
But I don't expect forgiveness. Mira folded the letter and put it away. She didn't hate Sneha anymore. Hate was heavy. She was done carrying it. She looked at her daughter sleeping peacefully and whispered, I will never let anyone ruin your life. Not even family. 15. The real truth. Years later, Mira realized something profound. Her in-laws never ruined her life. They were victims, too, of manipulation, lies, and a woman they trusted. Arjun never stopped loving her. He was simply drowning in a situation he didn't know how to fix. And she had survived. She had rebuilt. She had grown stronger. In the end, the truth didn't destroy her. It saved her. Because the truth was simple. Sometimes the villains aren't who you expect. And sometimes the family that breaks you becomes the family that helps you heal. The end.